Yo, welcome y'all. Zed here. Today we're going to be going over what really happened in the PvP community. You might actually be able to just maybe, if you're lucky, fingers crossed, spectate just one game in ranked, and obviously that probably won't be max PvP. Now, a lot of things like gear, spell elements became even worse than they already were. As you guys know, they added a lot of tier 5 spell elements. Not only that, there's also darkened spell elements, which are level 100 shadow spells that have been darkened to become more OP now for level 180 spells. And this is extremely kind of unfortunate that they also made those spellman tiered spells, and it's actually, it's becoming a problem to the community in the game. And as a PvE member, you're not going to be using those spells, unfortunately. Maybe glow bugs for your storm, and that is pretty much it. Now, what I will tell you is, raid gear has also become extremely difficult than they were before. Obviously, people are raiding to PvP now. It's a thing. And unfortunately, I don't really see a dev that's going live and talking about the PvP update. There's no dev that's going in the Discord and talking about any changes, and a lot of the community are kind of they're done. They're completely out of touch from the game. Everyone is botting. Everyone is trying to get reagents just for one piece of gear. As you guys know, this is going to be, horrible for the community, and you will see a lot of cheaters coming into the game and exploiting for reagents that you made impossible to get. Spell elements also, is becoming a huge problem as you guys are trying to expand that, and putting, obviously you guys probably are working to bring out a pack, which obviously nobody cares, because at this point nobody can actually get all those packs. So like, it's not even worth it at this point, because you will keep exploiting that, and that's probably why a lot of people are going to step down from spellman packs at all costs. Honestly, it's absolutely insane how the devs are kind of looking at this like, oh yeah, I feel like we succeeded, or into, and a lot of the target audience are PvP. These are the players that are getting hurt every update for some reason, and it seems like, to them that's not a priority, and they don't really care about PvP at all. And this is the only reason why I play this game, is to PvP. Probably one of the best side activities in the game if you think about it, but right now it's looking like a chore. It's disgusting, and they're trying to get rid of the rest of the players that actually PvP now, which they succeeded in doing that for the past couple of years. I think it was started kind of when Selenopolis dropped and the spell weaving thing became a huge part of the game, where you need dual school jewels that are shatterable, by the way. Yeah, keep that in mind. These are jewels you are grinding for a long time, and it's not unsocketable, it's shatterable. Yes, you heard that right. And not only that, certain schools like Death became extremely OP because of Pyro Dragon 4-pip spell that removes so many shields. Well, I would say it's 3 or 4, I'm not really sure. And yeah, it gives you 35 blades. It's extremely OP. Yeah, I feel like that's the only school that benefited from spell weaving. Everybody else just, I think Fire did well too, because of their extremely OP dual school as a storm. Like Catch of the Day, I'm talking about like storm spells that can counter healing. And yeah, it's actually OP. Fire is actually OP because of that. And they get a lot of dual piercings, and their piercing is pretty good recently. I think their jewels got a little bit touched here and nerfed. They used to be extremely OP. They used to have almost 150 something. That was a cap for Storm. I think they slightly nerfed it, and they made Storm dual piercing jewels really OP, because I feel like that's damage school, yada yada yada. Yeah, so ever since Selenopolis dropped with spell weaving, it became horrible. The game became extremely pay to win, and therefore, yeah, it became a problem. All right, now I'm gonna touch a little subject here, calling out the pay to win features, like the pets and the mounts. For example, the frills are currently a big problem. You know, a lot of people have been getting lucky on the pack, yada yada, who cares? It's still pay to win. And unfortunately, you know, they have nerfed Dark Pact, which was one of the best pets in the game. Obviously, now it does a lot of damage to you. And it does not, you know, take off weaknesses and stuff like that. If you PvP, essentially you'll know this very well.
Purchase your tracks today.
And now the frill has became something that fires, you know, go to as a pet. So the thing is, this pet needs a mount for a set bonus to be applied to your damage. So you'll need to get the mount, and that mount is a problem to the community. Certain people probably have it, certain people don't. And when you have these kind of mounts becoming a meta in the PvP setting, you would think they would make it farmable. You know, but that's not the case. You are not going to be able to spending so much crowns just to, you know what I mean, open one pack, and it does not work that way. Because, as you know, the drop rates on certain packs are not really very fun to look at, as they were leaked recently on Twitter. It's luck. You just get lucky, and that's pretty much it. So that becoming a problem, we don't see any improvements. We don't see any of that. And we don't see devs going live and talking about the recent update. You would think there would be a PvP side of this and a PvE side of this. And mostly they don't really touch any, or you know what I mean? I think they usually just go live and they use 3-pip hits, like for example Sunbird as a fire. I think that you would really know this spell. This is how they test out, you know, if the game is close, pretty much. And obviously that's not a really good way of saying, you know, this is how we're gonna test out a game. This is not how you. This is not it. This is not it. Because, as you guys know, there's a spell called Spores. It's absolutely disturbing to look at, and I would love them to actually test out this right here, this broken spell right now that's doing so much damage. It's not even, you know what I mean? It's not even a thing. All you need is Dark Fiend and S'mores, and you blow them up. I'd love them to play, you know what I mean? Do this against an ice. I want to see how this goes. You know what I mean? Like, it'd be hilarious to, like, for them to actually, you know, test out the game that way. No, they won't do that. Now, I don't think these devs really, you know what I mean, understand how to design the game. I don't really think it's actually getting improved. And yeah, it's very sad. Now, there's a lot of ways you can test out the damage. Definitely not by using 3-pip, you know what I mean, spell, and just simply hitting each other like that. That's not how this game works. Unfortunately, people might shield. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's not, you know what I mean. This is just not the way that balancing goes, and test out how if PvP is, the stats are complying with the school, the schools and stuff. That's not the way to do it. Also, another problem I have is shadow rating. This is another problem that is problematic to the PvP. This is why raid gear is important. This is why this is broken. Now, a lot of you know that right now it says base 90%. Pretty much what I'm running is 1p shads, which is just my rope. It just gives 19 shadow rating, and that's it. Let's just say you fight a person that has more shadow rating than you. Let's say they have 160. They will get s'mores faster than you can. They will get a shadow pip, and they will be able to s'mores faster than you can. This is why it's a problem to the game to have shadow rating like that. Now, the way you can fix it is not really hard. You have to make it base of 160, make it fair, so people can run every single, you know what I mean, piece of gear that they want. It's up to them what they want to run. Now, is it level 180? It should be just a base thing. It should not be on a gear whatsoever. This is one of the main reasons why people are saying raids that, because of the shadow pip, shadow rating. It's very, very broken. If you don't have a shadow rating, they will be able to dark surge faster than you can. They will be able to use a Shrike, Shadow Fiend, whatever the case might be. And yeah, this is why it's important to have just a base. Nobody will ever say anything about shads. It's problematic because when you have shadow, you know what I mean, shadow pip rating and gear. For example, you can technically run hat, rope, boots, and wand, and that would be 4p shad. You know what I mean? That's insane. It's probably like 160 something, 164. And yeah, in 2 rounds you might be able to get a shad, and you know what I mean? It's not a skill. It's based on what you're running for a shadow pip, rating percentage. So it's crazy. So I'm gonna try to not waste my energy here, but there's a lot of things I want to talk about, and those are the things that I touch subject on. That's what's wrong with the game right now, and yeah, I don't really think there's anything else. Arc Mastery might be slightly broken, but other than that, right now I can just PvP like this, but unfortunately I'm not running a decent, shad rating, hat, boots, and wand. Therefore, I can't. It's not gonna be fair whatsoever. So yeah, I feel like they should just make a base of 170 and just make shadow rating invisible. Like, it doesn't even matter. Once you hit level 180, you will have 160% regardless as a base. All right, we've been having 90% base since Darkmoor came out, the first Darkmoor. So they haven't really improved on the base because they don't know how to design the game. Simply, I'm not just being really hypocritical, but they really didn't even touch this 90% base. It's been like this since Darkmoor, since Shads came out. This is why it's been like, you know what I mean? It's been a problematic because shadow pip rating is supposed to, scale with your level. Why is it still 90% base? You know what I mean? Anyhow, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you came this far, I guess. I think you probably liked me yapping. And yeah, hope I see you in the next video.